Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that literally surrounds us 24/7, marketing. We're going to cut right through all the usual cynicism and figure out what this discipline actually means at its very core. Right off the bat, let's validate a super common suspicion. A lot of us hear the word marketing and instantly think scam, right? We kind of view it as all flash, zero substance, basically just the art of deception instead of a real tool for solving our actual problems. But here's the thing. It's absolutely crucial we draw a hard line here. On one side, you have irresponsible management, misleading ads, aggressive sales tactics, or that printer that mysteriously dies the literal day its warranty expires. On the other side, you have the true, value-driven philosophy of pure marketing. Look, deceptive practices definitely exist, for sure, but they are a failure of the system, not the actual definition of the field. Pure marketing? It's all about responsible, ethical management focused entirely on satisfying needs. In fact, the whole consumerism movement was actually born out of people waking up to these deceptive excesses. It stepped up as a defense against bad marketing, the kind that just tries to shove a supply of products down consumers' throats. You'll often hear consumerism called the shame of marketing. It really highlights the danger of trying to bend demand to fit your supply, rather than doing the hard work of adapting your supply to meet real demand. Defining pure marketing. So if we strip away all those deceptive practices and bad actors, what exactly are we left with? To really grasp the reality of pure marketing, you have to ask a pretty foundational question about how any business, big, small, public, private, actually survives. Think about your absolute favorite brand right now. Who actually? While the answer, of course, is that consumers do. We pay those salaries. And this means the absolute main objective of any organization has to be identifying and satisfying client needs. And hey, this isn't out of the goodness of their hearts, right? It's pure survival. It is literally the only way to achieve growth, stay profitable, and keep people employed. If a company doesn't meet a need, poof, it disappears. Listen to how brilliantly this goal is framed. The aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well the product or service fits him and sells itself. I love that. It shows that pure marketing isn't some cheap trick. It's an entire organizational culture, an attitude dedicated completely to understanding the market so deeply that you don't even need to force a sale. The marketing dimensions. So, how does an organization actually achieve this deep understanding in the real world? Well, they break it down into two complementary dimensions. First up, we have strategic marketing. You can think of this as the brain of the operation, the really rigorous analysis of market needs, picking out target segments, and positioning the product. Then you've got operational marketing. This is the vital trading arm, basically the muscle that actually turns that strategic plan into action. And you need both. Without the operational side, even the most brilliant strategic plan is going nowhere. The marketing mix evolution. Let's take a look at how this operational action is structured so we don't accidentally fall back into those deceptive traps we talked about earlier. First and foremost, brands have got to avoid marketing myopia. This is a term Theodore Levitt coined way back in 1960. It describes the incredibly dangerous trap of obsessing over the physical product itself, rather than seeing yourself as a supplier of satisfaction. The classic example, people don't want to buy a quarter-inch drill. They want a quarter-inch hole. If you forget the underlying need, you're going to lose the customer. So to stay relentlessly focused on the customer, E. Jerome McCarthy introduced the operational marketing mix in 1964. This model uses product, place, and promotion, along with price, of course, as the key ingredients to ethically and effectively satisfy the market. We're talking about carefully tweaking packages, optimizing retail spaces, and planning promotional activities as one unified strategy to deliver genuine satisfaction. Modern marketing trends. Building right on that foundation of satisfaction, let's explore how this whole philosophy of meeting needs has evolved into the super engaging campaigns we're seeing today. Today's pure marketing weaves so seamlessly into our lives. Take sensory marketing, for example. Think about the very distinct sights, sounds, and smells that are carefully curated the second you walk into a Starbucks. Then there's ambient marketing, which kind of surprises us by reinventing everyday spaces, like cleverly using stairways or elevators for messaging. And of course, product placement. This is integrating organically into our favorite media, from Popeye boosting spinach sales in the 1930s to Bang popping up in TV shows, or brands just becoming the literal stars of the Lego movie. But the real crucial point of all these modern trends is perfectly captured by this quote from the JWT advertising agency. They said, "We believe advertising needs to stop interrupting what people are interested in and be what people are interested in." That right there is the absolute essence of engagement marketing. It's the modern drive to provide genuine value and native content, rather than just rudely interrupting a consumer's day with deceptive selling pressure. A really fantastic example of this is native advertising, like this IKEA Facebook campaign. Instead of a disruptive, annoying ad popping up demanding you buy a lamp, the brand created a photo album where users could actually tag themselves on the furniture to win it. It acts completely organically as content native to the platform. It's fun, it provides real value, and most importantly, it actually respects the user's time. As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a second to reflect on your own daily life. Just think about your smartphone. List out all the uses you get out of it, and then try tracing those back to your underlying human needs. Things like connection, security, or just entertainment. Then ask yourself, did pure marketing actually invent those needs out of thin air just to deceive you? Or did it simply analyze your existing needs and provide the absolute perfect solution? It's a pretty fascinating question, and one that might just change how you view the world around you. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring the deeper meaning behind the products you love.